We got the brand new 1792 Cognac finish, their first release in 15 years. We're gonna give our review right now. Hey everyone, welcome to Bourbon Bums presented by Greene Valley Wine Spirits, 344 Commons Drive in Bolingbrook, Illinois, HBIC. And subbing in for Bologna is Dougie Fresh. We got fellow bum here. Dougie, welcome.
Thank you, man. I'm excited, man. I'm big Cognac finish guy, so looking forward to this one.
Yeah, so right now we're doing 1792's new release for their Cognac finish. And this is their first finished bourbon that they did in 10 years. Their first one was actually one that you got, their port finish. So excited to, see how these compare, but they were like one of the first ones to come out with the finished bourbon 10 years ago.
Yeah, I feel like they were a little bit ahead of their time, they went ahead and were innovative on it, but I don't think the time was ready for it yet.
Yeah.
And now it's one of those deals to where there are so many finished bourbons and everything like that. And it's good to see them come back because this port finish is really tasty. So I'm really excited to try this guy.
Yeah, so this is the brand new cask finish with Cognac barrels. Comes in at 95 proof. So this one came in at 88.9. It's a weird proof point for the port finish, but
yeah.
MSRP is $40, so still keeping in line with their normal.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give 1792 the credit for that. They usually stay in that nice range or whatever with their full proofs and their single barrels, everything like that. They don't ever seem to creep up, which is nice. That's not a start creeping up message. Yeah. So let's stay where we're at.
Yeah, keep it in that $40, $50 range. That's what we like. So I gotta be honest, I love 1792, but I am not a big Cognac guy. I'm not a Hennessy, or any of that kind of stuff. I got a bottle, but it's not I'm ooh, let's pour a nice Cognac tonight.
Yeah, you know what? For me, I feel like it's a very acquired taste. I don't want to say I compare it to Scotch, but I compare it to people that like Scotch. Either you're a Cognac person and you like it or you don't. I don't feel like there's a huge middle ground. Same thing with Scotch. You either like it and you're balls deep on it, or it just kind of ain't your thing. So I feel like that's...
Yeah, and I feel like I'm maybe in the ain't your thing because I did get a chance to try a sample once of Louis XIII.
Okay.
And I was boom, I'm this is, what am I supposed to be mind blowing?
Dude, I can only imagine the look on the person's face that let you try that, and that was the reaction. Yeah. Right.
Okay. I guess this is okay, but I guess Cognac's not my thing. All right. So they didn't say how long this was aged in the Cognac barrels, but okay. I did do some snooping, and because Barton's owned by Sazerac, it sounds like these are Sazerac in-house Cognac barrels and not sourced from a Hennessy or Louis or something like that. And interesting enough, this was also the second part was in the top part of the rick house. Okay. So whereas I believe the port finish they did a lower level, kind of low and slow. So this one's they're going for a little more hotter, part of the rick house here. So.
Yeah, I'm excited to try it because one of my favorite Cognac finishes was the Rare Character Bourbon Junkies pick, and this was only a 6-year, but it had so much flavor. It was a nice banger. This is one of my favorite, not only Cognac bottles, but one of my favorite finished bottles. So interested to see how it compares.
Okay.
It actually almost, to be honest with you, looks a little bit darker. So we'll give this bad boy a go. I'm excited.
All right, let's get some smelling over here. All right, so immediately it's a sweet nose,
oh yeah,
classic caramel, vanilla.
Yes, your classic caramels, your vanillas, but you can definitely get that little twinge of a Hennessy type, Cognac.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing too. I don't know what I'm supposed to be smelling or tasting when it comes to the Cognac. I'm getting a lot of the bourbon smells with it, but I maybe a little fruit in here.
Not crazy on the legs. Kind of thin, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's running right off, but It smells good.
It smells good. Yeah, it's a sweet nose, but I mean, you kind of maybe expect that from a 95 proofer too. You know,
very true. Very true.
So, all right.
I really wish that they had the age statement on this.
Yeah, that's the problem. I wish the only one we really know is like the 12 year because they put it on there. So, all right, we're gonna taste this, but before we do, quick ad from our sponsor. Greene Valley Wine Spirits in Bolingbrook is your one-stop shop for all your liquor needs. Since their remodel, they have increased their bourbon allocation, they have an expanding portfolio of popular additive-free tequilas and mezcals, and for you beer lovers, a great craft beer selection, plus some rare and vintage stouts. And before you leave, stop by their tasting bar and try some of our exclusive Bourbon Bums single-barrel picks before you take one home. That's Greene Valley Wine Spirits, 344 Commons Drive, conveniently located right off of Route 53 and I-55 in Bolingbrook. Tell them the Bump sent you. Thank you, Greene Valley, and cheers.
Cheers.
All right, let's give this one a go. So, little more like baking spicy than I was expecting.
Yeah, a little. God, yeah, it's like a definite baking spice. I hate to say that I'm disappointed in it, but the flavor gets to your tongue, it brings you there, and then it falls off.
It's not. Yeah, it's very like boom flash. It's not. You don't get lingering on there.
There's no lingering at all.
I get some oak, and like caramel, but like I get a lot of baking spice, cinnamon, pepper.
Yeah, I'm getting that caramel, almost like a caramelized, more than a caramel for me. I would almost describe it as kind of like almost like the top of that creme brulee type, thing, or maybe like a bananas Foster.
Bananas Foster.
Something that's been baked, cooked, something like that. It's got me wanting more, like I just want it to continue and linger and see how it develops, but it doesn't develop. It just falls right off.
Yeah, it is like, it's a lighter one, but even though it kind of packs a little punch, but it disappears like right away. And again, like I don't really know what I'm supposed to be expecting from cognac. Maybe I should go try a couple more cognacs. Maybe I should try, getting into some.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta kind of go for the middle ground. You don't want to go for like a Hennessy. That'd be like going, a Jim Beam on us. You know what I mean? Like, and it's no knock on people that like that stuff, but like, you kind of got to go middle ground. It'd be like the same thing if somebody like had never tried whiskey or bourbon before, and they were like, I just tried Pappy 23 for the first time.
It's gonna be super oaky.
Exactly, it's gonna be super oaky, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, this is dry, and like this is what people are chasing. But
yeah, it's not bad, but I feel like for like finish, I don't get a lot of the finished on there. I was maybe expecting more out of a cognac finish, but like for me, it just tastes like a spicy bourbon.
Yeah, it's almost it's got those rye characters,
and
man, I really hate to ever say that I'm disappointed in something, but if you're comparing what their first offering was to this and the huge break that they took in between,
10 years,
you think to yourself, man, what happened?
Yeah. All right. So as always, we have to grade this, give it the pizza scale. What are you grading it at?
I mean, it's still a good drink. I'm not mad at it. 6.9.
6.9. Yeah, nice. I think it's 1782. I like their line.
Yeah.
The price point's good.
Yeah.
I don't think if I'm gonna buy something, I think I'm just gonna stick with like full proof or something like that.
Single barrel, that 12 years, phenomenal.
The 12 years. So I don't think this would be like a rebuy for me per se, because it just doesn't bring anything extra to the table with it. So I'm probably gonna go like a 7.2 on this.
That's fair.
It's a good cheap bottle. You bring it to a bottle, like a party, share with some friends. You're like, hey, cognac finish, but it's not something that you're gonna be like,
Yeah, it's definitely a conversation piece, but it's also one of those conversation pieces that when you do bring it to the party, you're like, I don't mind if it stays.
Yeah,
there,
you know, or you guys finish it, like, it's all
exactly.
good. So.
But with that being said, I hope 1792 doesn't shy away from continuing to do finishes. I would love to see what they can do in the future with some stuff.
Yeah,
maybe even run this back.
Yeah, do another port finish back, because if it's been 10 years, just a lot of people didn't even know that existed. I didn't know that existed when I got into bourbon. You won it in a raffle, and I was kind of like, oh shit, like I didn't even know this one existed, because it was so long ago. So yeah, good for on getting that one. But so that is our flash review on the 1792 Cognac finish, and that's once again presented by Greene Valley Wine and Spirits, 344 Commons Drive in Bolingbrook, Illinois. Stop in, tell them the bum sent you, and we'll be back very soon. Cheers.